Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. I have a couple updates from the Office of the Inspector General for the VA. And, you know, like I do these every once in a while, and they're always disturbing, but I'm always glad to see that the bad guys are getting caught, right? And that's really what this is about. And the idea here is, one, so we know what's going on. That's good. Also, the more that these things get advertised, that the bad guys getting caught and hung out to dry, hopefully less bad guys will try to do this to the VA and thus affect us as veterans, right? So with that, I really appreciate your thumbs up, your support, your subscription, your memberships, all of that. If you could, please watch this video to the end. That really helps YouTube understand I guess my contribution, right, to the veteran community. So it's really kind of an all hands thing. I can't do it without you, and well, I want to be here if I didn't do it. So it's kind of like all of us together, right? And I appreciate it. It does mean a lot. If you're not a member, consider joining. It does help to support the channel, and it helps me to find you in the comments. All right, so let's jump into it here. Number one, $145 million healthcare fraud. Oh my God. All right. So the headline of this, and it's basically, it's a headline and then it'll be like a little blurb and then another headline and then another blurb. So I'll go through this for you. So pharmacy owners and doctor convicted for $145 million healthcare fraud, money laundering, and tax evasion scheme. Convicted. Done. Check mark. Good. All right. So let's see what happens here. This just came out November 21st, so just a couple days ago. Category it falls under is Champ VA and other healthcare fraud, VHA, District, Texas Northern. All right, a federal jury convicted 3 Texas men for $145 million scheme to defraud the Department of Labor through fraudulent claims for prescription compound creams. According to some expensive cream, boy. All right. According to evidence presented at trial, I can't even say it. Dashid, and then it's got in quotations David. So this Dashid guy goes by David. David Norian of Plano, Texas, and Christopher Rydberg of Fort Worth, Texas, and others conspired to pay Dr. Michael Tabatha of McKinney, Texas, and other doctors to prescribe medically unnecessary compound creams to injured federal workers. Nurian and Rydberg owned and operated 3 pharmacies located in Fort Worth and Arlington, Texas. They paid Tabatha for referring expensive compound medications to be filled by those pharmacies. In less than 3 years, the pharmacies billed the Department of Labor for Workers' Compensation Program and Blue Cross Blue Shield more than $145 million. Dummies. And were paid more than $90 million for unnecessary prescriptions referred by Tabatha and other providers in exchange for bribes and kickbacks. Nurian and Rydberg and others then attempted to conceal their ill-gotten gains by laundering the money through holding companies, oh nice, that attempted to evade paying federal income taxes on the illicit proceeds. The VA OIG, USPS OIG, DOL OIG, and IRS Criminal Investigations investigated the case. Outstanding, great job, good work, and I'm glad to see that that's come to fruition. All right, the next one here, this is the second one, so of the 2. West Virginia woman pleaded guilty to wire fraud and aggravated identity theft. Look, we have to protect ourselves. Identity theft is, rampant, and identity theft also likes to prey on veterans and elderly. So if you are a combination of those things, you are extremely vulnerable, or, I mean, you could be, right? It's just you need to have your eyes open and your ears up a little bit. If something seems fishy, it probably is. Ask for a second set of eyes. You know, that's kind of my go-to. You know, does this make sense? Look at this, not sure, and go that route. All right, so let's jump back into this. Came out again November 21st, 2023. Category is theft of government property, identity theft, bribery, and false statements through VHA, District, West Virginia, Southern. Tabatha Deavers of Charleston, West Virginia, pleaded guilty to wire fraud and aggravated identity theft, according to court documents and statements made in court. Deavers and her roommate, Brittany King, unlawfully obtained the personal identification information of numerous individuals by using King's access to local business offices as a cleaning service worker. Oh my God. See, this is how it happens, right? Yeah, you went down to wherever to have whatever done. Meanwhile, they're not locking up your information. And then the cleaning crew comes in and takes a look and a peek and a picture and what have you. And next thing you know, they have your information. I need to read that again because it's so enlightening in not the greatest way. According to court documents and statements made in court, Deavers and her roommate, Brittany King, unlawfully obtained the personal identification information of numerous individuals by using King's access to local business offices as a cleaning service worker. Deavers and King rerouted the mail of their identity theft victims and opened lines of credit and bank accounts and obtained loans and credit cards in their names. Then, for the next years, the defendants stole approximately $176,118 from individuals, companies, lenders, financial institutions, and car dealerships with their scheme. Deavers admitted that she and King submitted a fraudulent change of address from the US Postal Service to reroute one victim's mail to their Bridge Road apartment in Charleston. The VA, OIG, US Postal Inspection Service, US Secret Service, Homeland Security Investigations, and the County Sheriff's Office conducted this investigation. That is a wake-up call for many of us, right? You can be as safe as you can be. And you can make sure that you are that you don't leave things out, that you protect yourself, that you're watching out for scammy, fishy emails, that you're not opening up weird things, that you maybe you don't even have your mail coming to your house. You have it going to a P.O. box that's behind a locked door. You're doing all the right things, but you go to a place that has loose efforts in place to protect your identity, and then something like this happens. So it's important that you continually monitor and look to make sure nothing fishy is happening. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you so much. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.